Hey, broski, what up?
Yes, sir. It's a nice day. I'm warm in my home, and it's just doing fine.
I think this is like the first time I've called you on Valentine's Day.
Hey, you out there. Get ready. Join me and many others on this show. Our host is John Knox.
This is John Knox. This is Sharing Life, Season 5, Episode number 2. This episode is called Al and John Valentines 2021 in Review. Support for Sharing Life comes from APIC Marketing. To consult their services, go to apicmarketing.com. By email, contact asha@apicmarketing.com.
APIC Marketing, your resource for digital marketing, web, and app development tools.
So here we are, Valentine's 2021, completely different than every other year.
Yes.
So not only are we with our loved ones today, but we've been with them for like ever.
Yes.
Stuck at home. Al, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So this is my first time calling you on Valentine's Day, and right now I'm visualizing my best Valentine's Day ever. How did you celebrate Valentine's this year?
Let's see. So I've been married to my wife 43 years now, and I date my wife still. So Friday night I got her some roses and a small fancy schmancy cake from Longo's, and I waited till it was nearly bedtime. I stuck them into her small bathroom, and the next day went over and I picked up 24 roses with a nice card and some other cookie things, and I waited till bedtime. And when she woke up, she found those in the morning for herself also.
That's fun, man. That's some good planning.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's who I am.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good example. Well, are you going to ask me about my best Valentine's then?
I'm sorry. What was your best Valentine's, John?
Well, actually, that was grade 9.
Oh.
And I had just left an oppressive school. It was one of those things. And I was in a high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was get along with everybody so nice. And I was giving out Valentine cards to all the girls in my classes that I attended. And after a while, I was getting up there to 50 cards, 60 cards. And I thought,
wow,
this is great.
Wow.
I'm going to move on and I'm going to go for 100.
Wow.
And by the time I got to 103, I got about, 3 or 4 rejections of, I don't know you. But it was fun most of the way. So fun that I didn't mind the rejections.
Wow.
So
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I liked it. These days, I work in long-term care with seniors, and we have so much fun. So, it sounds like to me that you have a lot of fun giving gifts to your wife.
Yes. I want to, I choose to. So, occasionally, the flower store, I would phone them up and have them deliver some flowers, whatever day it is. I go in and pay my bill later on, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So I have an account there, believe it or not, at the flower store. I have a flower delivery account. And that's what I choose for my wife and I.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I have seniors, as I just mentioned, and
Yeah.
I've been known to give Valentines to my seniors that I work with. Actually, it's one of the things that my boss puts on her expense account, and I really appreciate it.
Wow.
You never know what gets cleared these days, right?
Yeah.
And Valentine's cards is one of them.
You give Valentine's to your coworkers?
No, I give it to my senior citizens.
Wow.
Yeah, we just
Very nice.
little card, write it up and say,
Yeah.
and you get a good kick out of it. So it's pretty cute.
Yeah.
So do you give Valentines to just one or to many?
Gee.
Well, you have kids and grandkids. Do you like put anything in the mail to your grandchildren?
Marilyn, my wife, does those things. I don't do those things. She's a lot better with that.
Right.
With our kids and their kids, I just focus on my wife.
Well, that works out well. You take care of her. She takes care of everybody else.
Yes, yes.
So I like to have a lot of Valentines. How many years have you just had one Valentine?
43 years, I think. I guess earlier, when I had girlfriends, I guess I would give them cards, but that was quite a while ago. So I guess when I met Marilyn, my wife, in the summertime. So I guess it was after Valentine's. I'm presuming, if I can remember, I started once we were really going well together. I started giving her cards and things.
That's cool. In long-term care with the seniors at Valentine's, we have a blast celebrating. So mainly our celebration is comprised of just like cutting out crafts and painting them, and then even having concerts and having social teas and fancy snacks to eat. During COVID, that's all been wiped out.
Wow.
Except for like the crafts, and we've had one-to-one visits. This year instead, I made a mural, and I'm so excited about making murals on the windows inside the hallways. Like we have interior windows, and so we have this really cool mural for Valentine's, and I'm looking forward to doing that for every month. But it's really special, so we have like couples and with hearts around them and a sun rising, and it's actually pretty beautiful. I had help from one of my coworkers, and she did an amazing job, and she added a touch to it that I just hadn't thought of. And then on my wall or on my windows that were separate from hers, she even added a second touch to it, where I had 4 people underneath we'll call it a blue sky with ducks, and the ducks were kissing. And so it was actually pretty elaborate. And all you do is you print out the shapes, the silhouettes of a duck from the internet on an 8.5 by 11 and use that as the template for the ducks for the mural. So I make templates and put together all these images, and we cut it out with the seniors, and I take out one at a time to the common area while we're cutting it out, have a little conversation, go get another senior, and the day passes, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. So, I mean, it was just a way to put Valentine's front and center, and it's not the same as before.
No.
How's Valentine's different for you this year?
It's pretty well the same thing, really. Showing my wife I care and love her. And I like her also. Display my feelings, whatever. That's the way we do it here in our home.
I like that. Emotions, those are big words. I usually stay away from things like that.
Yes. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm very stoic. What about you?
I guess I'm reverse from you, John. I share my emotions with my wife.
Sure. Well, I thought you were just a worker. No.
Well, John, is this where you're trying? Yeah, but I can still be a guy. I can still be my wife's husband, her BFF type of thing. You know what I mean?
For sure. That's a good thing to be.
So, yes. Life can be very difficult sometimes, can't it?
For sure.
And we don't have a lot of BFFs.
No.
And we don't have a lot of people that you can share things with, can you?
Exactly.
You don't.
I know what you mean.
Trust some people, maybe, but a lot of people shouldn't know certain things about you.
Exactly, because it takes time to earn that, and
yes,
many people don't know how to respect that.
Yes, absolutely right. And yourself have to learn how not to share too much either, right?
That's exactly it.
Yes.
One thing that brought meaning for me today, I was outside and I received a Valentine from my friend's child. And it was such a tender gift.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it means a lot to be wished well in the handwriting of a child. It was just such a precious little gift. And when I got home, I took a little knife and I cut the tape. There was 3 pieces of tape holding this little card, and had a Disney thing. It was maybe
I'm impressed.
Olaf.
I'm impressed, John.
And
Yeah.
just had Mr. Knox on it. Yeah, it was just a little.
That's very important.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of adults do that to me. You have a little child do that? Wow. Very nice.
It seems life is so much more complex than the awards we look for and for the goals. And these small little things make such a difference. It seems that we really don't know what the most important things are. What are some of the important things to you?
Oh, gee, that's a really good question, isn't it?
Oh.
The most important thing is for me, well, I guess steady work is like being self-employed. Our home. We have a home.
Yeah, not just a house. It's a home.
I came from a house, but we have a home here. And when we said our oldest daughter still come back because she's doing her doctorate at school. So she moved back in with us, which is okay. So when we sit at a table, the 3 of us, and we all have a good chat. We yak back and forth. And sometimes Marilyn and Amy really talk about a lot of stuff. And I'm happy they're talking and sharing and asking questions. I feel so comfortable being able to do that. Because where I came from, we never ever did that. Now, here's this place, and we're living in a home where you can talk easily.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? That's what I'm celebrating at the seniors' home, and living with my mom. We just have a jolly time. We make jokes, and then we make these small, silly crafts, and then we find a way to make them special and put a touch on them that make them look significant, not just to us, but to others. And then we put them on the wall. And I can't wait to make more crafts and put them on the wall. Yeah.
That's interesting you do that. Isn't it nice that you feel comfortable that you can do that, John? You won't be ridiculed or belittled or whatever. Or, people like what you do for them. Very nice.
It's quite a bold step, you know.
I said, but you feel comfortable enough doing it, though.
It's a cautious thing, you know. When you put art up, it's important that it's appropriate, or it's important that it's, you know, as you said, acceptable to other people. And I'm just so happy that it was good enough that we could leave it up for more than one day. And it means that I have more latitude to practice and to do these activities with the seniors next month. So I'm looking forward to March and doing a theme of spring. So I think it'll be quite hilarious. But there's like normal crafts, you have to be like perfect with scissors and have really good fine motor skills. But we can copy things from templates from the internet, which opens the doors wide open, and we can share more of these moments of togetherness and just have fun, share some hot chocolate, have a good time. And that's what I'm going to have to do with my mom tonight. And that's going to be fun. And we're going to, we're actually going to be doing some sewing. Do you ever get into that at your home?
Sorry, me? Remember, John, I'm just a worker, remember?
That's right.
Yes.
We're going to have to talk to you about that one day, because I love that. That is a place of safety. That is a place of safety in amongst dangerous conversations in the workplace. Someone is nickeling you for more information than is good, and I'm just a worker. But today is just Valentine's Day, just enjoying mutual affection and just being together.
Absolutely.
Can the two of us come up, you think, with a top 10 list for Valentine's Day? My top number one idea for Valentine's is make a mural with your loved ones. So with your seniors, with your coworkers, at your workplace, with your bubble, make a mural. Why not? You give me one.
I purposely chose to do these things for my wife.
Okay, that sounds good. So, a well-planned gift, like flowers, chocolates.
No, several gifts.
Do you want to explain?
Well, like roses and cards Friday. So when she woke up Saturday morning, which wasn't Valentine's, she thought, oh, here it is on Saturday, and bought some more roses, a couple other things, and hid them away. So when I went to bed, I had them, ready for her. So when she went to bed, and she found them, and she didn't expect that. So she got some more. Valentine's gift is that a good way, showing how much I cared and like her.
Awesome.
And that. So I she didn't expect that, did she?
No, because you surprised her.
Yes, and nothing wrong with that. But that's what I want to do, though.
Makes it more special. Really comes from the heart.
Yes. It's hard sometimes to do it, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
So basically, we have a mural. We have planned gifts that are surprises.
Yes.
Cards. I say, when you're making the mural or you're writing the card, you can have somebody take a video of you writing. You know how beautiful that is when the video is on somebody's hand and the person's writing, and then you can see the pen going and the words falling off the tip of the pen. It looks neat.
Or how about sharing past things?
Can you explain?
Your mom or dad did something. You went someplace to a movie or someplace that you were really surprised. They gave you a gift on Valentine's, which wasn't done usually. Or you got, like you're saying, all of a sudden you were so used to giving cards out, all of a sudden you received cards from people you didn't expect.
Yeah.
That's nice. What? You were thinking of me? You thought of me? You gifted me with something? Wow, thanks.
Okay, I've got a good one for you. I bet you've already been doing this. Spending quality time. Spending with you. I don't know. I'm just hanging around with friends these days, so that's good enough for me, right? It's working.
I usually text my wife, say, how's your day going? Sometime through the day, since I'm off working someplace, since I'm just a worker, and I have no idea what's going on here in our home. So, hey, how's it going? What's new? Blah, blah, blah. And I always do that once or twice a day for her. Say, I'm thinking you, how's it going for you? How the kids or the kid?
Yeah.
How's our home? How's it going? That's important.
For sure it is. And how about words of affirmation? I think that's a good top 10.
Yes, that's very important. Yes.
So I think we're getting up there. We've got words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts. We've got quality time. We got physical touch. Give a high five on Valentine's Day to your favorite bud. Anyhow,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Well, I'm robbing this from the 5 Love Languages website. That Gary Chapman, he's a very helpful guy, right?
Since I'm out working, so I would always know what to do. Or like for Christmas, I asked our oldest daughter, "What can I get your mom?" I think the last couple of Christmas, I asked her, "What can I get for your mom?" Like, I don't know. Just Christmas is a little more special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Valentine's is more of a display of your heart and your spirit towards your wife or girlfriend or whatever, your mom, family.
Yeah.
Christmas is a different thing, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I never had to ask anybody about Valentine's. Never.
I like that. Do you have a story you'd like to finish with? I could give mine first. We could finish with your story. How do you like that?
Yeah.
February 14th of 2019, I gave my grandma one of those great big $10 Valentine cards from Loblaws. It's a secret that I'm sharing. Loblaws, for before COVID, had the most amazing Valentine cards every year. One or two. And we're talking massive, like maybe 16 inches tall. I don't know. It was big.
Yeah.
Very big. And $10 only. I always stunned, so I'd buy one every year. And I bought one, and I had as many family members as possible sign it. So the cousins that live far away and whatever else. Next thing you know, I brought it to her retirement home, to Christie Gardens, and I gave it to her in front of her friends at a coffee social. And she opened it up. She had such a big smile, and her friends were looking over her shoulder and beside her and having a peek at it. And she was so happy. And not long after I gave it to her, she passed away. But she was still smiling, of course. So there you go. It was very special.
Where I came from, we never ever did these things. No cards, not that I can remember. No display of extra feelings or care or love or whatever. Never. I'm an unusual fellow. Like my grandma, my dad's mom and dad passed away a while ago. My mom's mom and dad just lived basically around a corner, but they just never displayed or said things like this. Just did it. It was so unusual. Then there's me, more than willing to do these things. I'm quite comfortable with my wife doing the flowers and whatever with her. Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm different than my family. Or as a Christian, I would say God's Spirit in me is letting me or encouraging me to do that.
I think it's a great way to say it.
A good way of saying it. Or, yes, that showing it. And it's okay to do that to help my wife with her tough days too. Look, here, I was thinking of you. I don't know. Sometimes I don't have the right words to express myself. But I'm different than my family. Very, very different. So I think God had something to do with this too. Isn't it interesting how we're all so different, isn't it? Like I said, I came from a place there was you weren't allowed to, weren't encouraged to, showed any care, love. I think my mom did a little bit, but it was so difficult for her because things weren't very nice. But here I'm quite comfortable doing it with my family. Maybe that's where she came from too. I don't know. Maybe she has a hard time. I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, buddy. Talk to you.
Bye. You have been listening to Sharing Life. To contact me, use my email address, sharinglifestudios@gmail.com. Also, I have an independent board who reviews all decisions concerning these broadcasts. Thank you for being a listener.